Hi, T.O.T. Carlson here. It's always a lot of fun when I can go back and revisit the shows of my youth, and during this big sale they had on Amazon.com not long ago, I certainly picked up a lot of movies and TV shows. One of which I got was this. This is The Secret World of Alex Mack, the complete series. This, of course, being a show that aired from like the mid to late 90s on Nickelodeon for 78 episodes and 4 seasons. I'm going to unbox this release and I will share my opinions. There's our cover art featuring the title character. There had previously been a Season 1 release of the show, but there were no subsequent seasons released, so it's good to see that Mill Creek actually saw fit to give this a complete series release. Under the slipcover, again, artwork's pretty similar. The art on the discs is all the same, but I do appreciate the fact that they actually printed the episode lists on the discs. That's kind of handy. Again, 78 episodes, 4 seasons. Just your average teen with superpowers. Alex is a normal 13-year-old dreading her first day of junior high school and trying to deal with the typical adolescent concerns, like just feeling ordinary. A toxic spill changes all that. On her way home from school, a chemical accident suddenly leaves her biologically altered. Alex now has the ability to liquefy herself, turn into a human magnet, move objects, and create force fields. Her terror turns to glee as she sees fit to learn to control these powers and use them to change her life, which is now anything but ordinary. Meanwhile, the Paradise Valley chemical plant doesn't quite share Alex's newfound sense of excitement, and the search is on to find her before news of the accident reaches the police or the press. With agents of the chemical plant in hot pursuit and Alex and her friends having mischievous superpower fun, the once quiet town of Paradise Valley will never quite be the same again. This complete series collection of the hit teen Nickelodeon series contains all 78 episodes of all 4 seasons, available for the first time ever, starring Larissa Oleynik and featuring guest appearances by Charlotte Rae, Will Estes, and Jessica Alba. When I was a kid, I was absolutely glued to Nickelodeon. It's where I got a lot of my entertainment from. And there were a lot of great shows on there, live action and animated alike. The Secret World of Alex Mack, of course, was part of the SNICK lineup, which was the Saturday night Nickelodeon thing that they did for 2 hours every weekend on Saturday nights. And I would always tune in almost every Saturday night watching all the shows. I mean, they had things like All That and Are You Afraid of the Dark as well. But Alex Mack was certainly something of a unique show in its own right. The show, of course, does have a pretty dark and dreary premise, with our title character being hunted by the authorities and, of course, wanting to cover up their illegal actions and misdeeds. But despite that, the show is actually a lot of fun at times, can be quite lighthearted. The characters actually do somewhat develop over time. Larissa Oleynik does a great job playing the title character. In the first episode, you can tell she's a very shy, timid young girl, but by the end of the series, you can also see that she's found her confidence. The supporting cast changes throughout the show, but some of the members that remain constant included Alex's immediate family, which includes her nerdy sister, as well as her parents who actually work for the plant where Alex was doused with the chemical, which makes things even more complicated, and her best friend, Ray. There are a few recurring roles over the course of the series. One such role in the first season was a girl named Jessica, portrayed by Jessica Alba, who would later go on to a successful acting career of her own, appearing in movies like the Fantastic Four films. And it's one of those shows that I think all the elements come together pretty nicely. Obviously, some of the fashions, technologies, trends, and things like that are certainly a little dated, but I think in a lot of ways that just adds to the charm of the show. Nickelodeon were certainly the front runners when it came to children's entertainment in the 90s, and Alex Mack certainly represents one of the pinnacles of that. The show was created by Thomas W. Lynch, who of course would go on to create several additional Nickelodeon series, including The Journey of Alan Strange and Caitlin's Way. Now, unfortunately, this DVD release from Mill Creek doesn't really look all that good. It pretty much looks like every other TV show of the 90s that was released on DVD. I mean, I can tell that Alex Mack was either shot on videotape or mastered on videotape, and it certainly reflects that in the episodes that are featured here. And, of course, there's a lot of episodes crammed onto every disc. I think there's only 6 discs in here, and that's 4 seasons worth of TV, so when you start cramming a lot of content onto disc, you're going to get some light compression issues and things like that. For the most part, I think the show looks okay, But again, keep your expectations in check. It is a TV show from the 90s, and it does look like one. Sadly, there are no bonus features on the release whatsoever. This is very disappointing because I know there were a lot of Nickelodeon commercials for Alex Mack back in the day. Larissa Oleynik appeared in a lot of the promo spots and the like. And she also was a guest star and all that and starred in a segment called Alex Sacks, which was a parody of Alex Mack, and it's really disappointing that's not included here. So lack of bonus features is a little disappointing. But I am going to give Mill Creek credit for giving this show a complete series release and at a fair price, too. I got this during the big Amazon Prime Day sale they had going on, and I think I paid like $12 for this, which is a steal of a deal considering this is like 78 episodes of a TV series. Again, had a ton of fun revisiting the secret world of Alex Mack, and I think this is one, if you can find this set for a fair price, it's certainly worth picking up. How about you? Were you a fan of the secret world of Alex Mack back in the day? Is this one of your favorite Nickelodeon series? What are some of your other favorite shows that aired on Nickelodeon back in the day? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you listen to like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.